Shalom Israel, this is Jacob and Tevin, and we are breaking down Joshua chapter 12, and all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So with that, we're going to go ahead and jump into that 12, and right now we are at a point with Israel battling different countries in so-called Africa, or the land of Ham. And so if you don't understand where we are right now, where we get ready to read in 12, make sure you go back and look at the other videos so you can catch up on what's going on. So it's a lot of accounts that took place that you need to understand in order to get the understanding of 11 and 12 and so on. All right, so with that, we're going to start in Joshua chapter 12 breakdown.
Joshua 12 verse 1 says, "Now these are the kings of the land which the children of Israel smote, and possessed their land on the other side of Jordan towards the rising of the sun, from the river Arnon unto Mount Hermon, and all the plain on the east. Sihon, king of the Amorites, who dwelled in Heshbon, and ruled from Aurora, which is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and from the middle of the river, and from half Gilead, even until the river Jabbok, which is the border of the children of Ammon, and from the plain to the sea of Chinneroth on the east, and until the sea of the plain, even the salt sea on the east, the way to Beth Jesimoth, and from the south under
Ashdoth Pisgah,
and the coast of Og, king of Bashan, which was of the remnant of the giants, the remnant of the giants that dwelled at Ashtaroth, and at Edrei, and reigned in Mount Hermon, and in Salca, and in all Bashan until the border of the Gershonites, and the Macathites, and half Gilead, the border of Sihon, king of Heshbon. Them did Moses, the servant of the Lord Yahweh God, and the children of Israel smite. And Moses, the servant of the Lord Yahweh God, gave it for a possession unto the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half tribe of Manasseh."
Right. So we took all those kingdoms and all those different places that we're naming in verses 1 all the way down to 5. All these places. All these different kingdoms is telling you in 6, them did Moses, servant of Yahweh God, the children of Israel, smite. So all those people we just named, 1 through 5, we smote those people. And Moses, the servant of Yahweh God, gave it for possession. He gave those people as slaves to the Reubenites and to the Gadites. Those are the so-called American Indians and Seminole Indians. That's the Reubenites and the Gadites. And half tribe Manasseh. Those are the so-called Cubans. Khan. So these people were given to Moses when he reigned to us as slaves to those 3 tribes: Gadites, Reuben, and Manasseh. We got 2 of these tribes out of the 3 here: Gadite and Manasseh. So Reuben, Gadite, and Manasseh. These 3 tribes got all those people as slaves. All right, verse 7.
"And these are the kings of the country which Joshua and the children of Israel smote on this side Jordan on the west, from Baalgad in the valley of Lebanon, even unto the Mount Halak that goeth up to Seir, which Joshua gave unto the tribes of Israel for a possession according to their divisions.
Right. So, and these are the kings of the country which Joshua and the children of Israel smote on this side of Jordan, on the west, from Balgad and the valley of Lebanon, even unto the Mount Halak, which Joshua gave unto the Israelites for possession according to their division. Go ahead.
In the mountains and in the valleys and in the plains.
Plains are just flatlands. Go ahead.
And in the springs and in the wilderness and in the south country, the Hittites,
Mm-hmm.
the Amorites,
Mm-hmm.
and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites,
Mm-hmm.
and the Hivites, and the Jebusites.
These are all the people that Joshua gave to the Israelites, our whole nation. These are the people that Joshua conquered. We talked about who Moses gave us. Now we're reading who Joshua gave us. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Con?
Come.
All right. The Most High just breaking it down for you, who did what and who was given what. Go ahead.
The king of Jericho, one.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Ai, which is beside Bethel, one.
So the Most High he's numbering the kingdoms and the kings that Joshua gave us. He's numbering them. He's saying like, this country, that's one. That country, that's another one. That country, that's one. This country, that king over there, that's one. That king over there, that's one. So read down again.
The king of Jericho, one.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Ai, which is beside Bethel, one.
That's another one. Go ahead.
The king of Jerusalem, one.
Because we have wicked kings in Jerusalem that were ruling over us. Remember, King Herod was the king of the Jews at one time. Because right now, again, we have a ruler over us that ain't even from Israel. Go ahead.
The king of Hebron, one.
That's another one. Go ahead.
The king of Jarmuth, one.
That's another one. Go ahead.
The king of Lachish,
Lachish.
one.
Yeah.
The king of Eglon,
Right.
one.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Gezer,
Gezer.
one.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Debir, one.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Jadir,
Gotta work.
one. The king of Harma,
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mhm.
The king of Arad, one.
Right.
The king of Libnah,
Libnah.
one. The king of Adullam,
Adullam.
one. The king of Makeda, one.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Bethel, one.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Tapua, one. The king of Heifer, one.
Yep.
The king.
Look at that little heifer. Go ahead. Anybody know what a heifer is?
It's a female cow.
Bam, there it is. Let's keep going.
The king of.
My wife didn't know what that was, man. When she's the first one born in America in her family. So there's certain words they don't know. And I called her on a heifer one time. And they looked the word up. And saw there was a cow. Like, what? He just called us a big cow. It was crazy. And I explained to them, I don't mean it. We don't mean it that way.
Yeah.
We're not calling you a cow. It's just something that Israelites say.
Yeah.
Especially the tribe of Judah. It's just we call each other heifer. You know, yeah. But it don't. We're not saying cow, but yeah. Oh, heifer. You said what now?
My dad loves saying that.
Really?
Yeah.
My grandma said that.
My mom and grandmama too. Yeah. All right, where we at? 18?
Yeah. The king of Aphek,
Mm-hmm.
one. The king of Lasharon,
That'll work.
one.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Madon, one. The king of Hazor, one.
Right.
The king of Shimron. Shimron Moran,
That'll work.
one.
Shimron Moran will work.
The king of Ashaphat,
Ashshaf.
one.
Ashshaf. Okay.
The king of
Tanakh.
one. The king of Megiddo,
Mm-hmm.
one. The king of
Kadesh.
one. The king of Jonakim,
Jokiam. I'm assuming that N is silent. Jokiam.
Jokiam of Carmel,
Mhm.
one. The king of Dor on the coast of Dor, 1. The king of the nation of Gilgal, 1.
Right.
The king of Tarza, 1.
Tezra. I'm sorry,
Tirzah, 1. All the kings, 30 and 1.
Right, so all the ones that we just numbered, it adds up to 31. So these are 31 kings and kingdoms that the Most High God delivered unto Israel into the hand of Joshua, the same way he did with Moses. You ever understand that?
Yes, sir.
So that's all 12 is talking about, is basically listing all the kingdoms that were delivered to Moses first, and the kingdoms that were delivered to Joshua, ultimately into the hands of Israel, to us as our slaves, as our maids and servants. That's who these people were. So did anybody have any questions about 11 or 12 breakdown? Anybody have any questions about that? It's pretty plain upon tables.
Yeah.
So could anybody give a precept real quick before we close out? And that was breakdown for 12. Anybody give a precept or any kind of precept that would add to the understanding of these people in any time being our slaves or being submissive to us ruling over them in any way? Can anybody show any precept that show that the Most High God wanted us to rule over these people, these nations? Any precept that he wanted us to be in rulership, or any precept that shows that he wanted them to be submission to us? Does anybody not understand the question? A precept, any precept that shows that the Most High wanted us to rule over these people, or that he wanted them to be slaves to us in the past, present, or future. Any indication that that's what the Most High wants.
Revelation 13, 9 through 10.
Let's bring it up. Revelation 13, starting at verse 9.
It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience of the faith of the saints.
Right, that's a good one. Anybody got another one?
Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
Deuteronomy 21, let's bring it out.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1 says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Any more precepts? That the Most High want us to rule over nations, or them to be slaves to us?
Well, like she said, Deuteronomy 28:1.
That's what she brought up.
That's what she brought out. Deuteronomy 28:2 will continue it.
28 and 2. You want to bring it up?
You want me to read it?
Do you mind, or do you want to?
I don't mind.
Okay, go ahead and bring it up.
Deuteronomy 28:2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So what blessings, you have to explain what blessings he's talking about.
Well,
What blessings are you talking about?
you can keep reading and I'll tell you all the blessings.
Okay, so you're using that to say what?
That if we will listen and if we were hearken
Right.
to the Lord, then
Right.
we'll be blessed with
Blessed
all
how?
by just following his commandments.
So in relation to us ruling over them, what blessing will he give us that will enable us to rule over the nations? Because remember, the question is, what precept can you find to show that the Most High want us to rule over the nations?
Okay.
Or to have them enslaved to us? What precept explains that? Nobody remember Deuteronomy 7 and 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
I got another one.
Which one you got?
Isaiah 14 and 2.
Okay, go ahead and you want to bring that out?
Sure. Isaiah 14 and 2 says, and the people. Okay, I'm going to start with 1. Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. For the Lord Yahweh God will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh God, for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they are, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Oh, praise. That is an excellent one. Anybody else got anything? So somebody give me a quick precept, just a couple of quick precepts. Give me a precepts, and I'm going to go back to some real easy stuff that everybody should know. Give me a quick precept on, give me, who did the Messiah die for? Who did he die for?
There for Israel.
John 17, 16 through 21.
All right, let's bring that out.
Okay, it says, they are
Call out
not,
the book again.
John 17, verses 16 through 21.
Mm-hmm.
They are not of the world, even as I'm not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. And for their sake I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word, that they all may be one, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me.
So does that say who he died for exactly?
No.
So that's what I'm looking for. Prove who Yahushua died for.
Matthew 15:24.
That doesn't prove who he died for.
It's Acts 5:29.
That's where you prove who he died for. Acts 5, 29, 30, and 31. That's how you prove who he died for. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
You already got it pulled up.
Yeah.
Read just